You don't need to be great. You need to be 1% better than yesterday. Most people wait for a dramatic turning point, a Monday, a new year, a perfect moment. But growth doesn't arrive in leaps. It shows up in the quiet, unglamorous decision to try just a little harder today than you did yesterday. Small improvements compound into lives you couldn't have imagined. Read one page, write one sentence, make one honest effort, do it again tomorrow. The version of you a year from now is built entirely from these tiny, unremarkable choices, and it will be someone remarkable. You don't have to get it all right. You just have to keep going. That's it. That's the whole secret. Some days, existing is enough. Nobody tells you about the weeks that feel like the same Tuesday on repeat. The alarm goes off. You make coffee. You go through the motions. Nothing is wrong, exactly. But nothing feels right either. The color just drains out of things for a while. That's not failure. That's not weakness. That's being human in a world that rarely pauses long enough to ask how you actually are. You don't have to turn gray days into lessons. Sometimes you just have to live through them. The color comes back. It always has before. And on the days it doesn't, that's what kindness is for. Yours first. Stop trying to be digestible for people who aren't even hungry for the real you. The sun doesn't lower its intensity because someone forgot their sunglasses. The mountains don't flatten their peaks because some find the climb too steep. Never dim your light just to make others feel comfortable in their darkness. If they say you are too much, too ambitious, too loud, or too complex, remember that you are simply a masterpiece they haven't learned to read yet. You were never meant to be just enough for someone who is afraid of depth. You were meant to be everything for the one who isn't afraid to dive. Protect your energy. Save your time for those who look at your soul and see a sanctuary, not a project to be fixed. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a force to be reckoned with. Stop shrinking. Start blooming. Because the world doesn't need more people who fit in. It needs more people who have the courage to stand out exactly as they are. Hard times don't break you. They build you. Nobody chooses the hard chapter. Nobody wakes up and thinks, yes, give me the loss, the failure, the season where everything falls apart. But here's the thing, nobody tells you about rock bottom. It has the best foundation. The people who've been through hell and came out the other side aren't lucky. They're forged. Pressure made them sharp. Pain made them honest. Losing made them grateful for things they used to ignore. You didn't survive all of that bullshit just to give up now. Soft times make soft people. Hard times make the ones who hold the room together when everything goes sideways. Look at what you've already been through. That's not your damage. That's your proof. Stop drowning in it. Fix it or float. Here's a brutal truth. Most of what you're spiraling about right now won't matter in a year. Not a decade, a year, maybe 6 months. And yet you're giving it full-time rent in your head, your chest, your whole weekend. Problems don't shrink from being stared at. They shrink from being dealt with. Even one small move, one email, one conversation, one decision does more than 3 hours of anxious silence. The only rule, can you fix it? Then fix it. Can't fix it? Then stop letting it fix you. Take it lighter, not because it doesn't matter, but because you matter more than your problems do. You are not the crisis. You are the person who gets through it. Act like it. Your life is happening right now, not on Friday. We spend Monday dreaming about Friday. We spend January dreaming about summer. We spend our whole lives waiting for life to finally start, as if real living only happens in the gaps between obligations. But Tuesday morning is your life. The commute is your life. The ordinary cup of coffee, the unremarkable afternoon. That's it. That's the whole thing. And it's going by whether you're present for it or not. Stop saving yourself for the weekend. You deserve to feel alive on a Wednesday. 5 weekdays, you're skipping 52 weeks of life per year. One life. This one. Find something worth smiling about today, not next month. Order the thing. Call the person. Take the walk. The vacation won't save you if you've forgotten how to live between them. You can't pour from an empty cup. You answer every message. You show up for everyone. You carry the weight of work, relationships, expectations, and somewhere in all of that, you forgot to show up for yourself. Solitude isn't loneliness. Time alone isn't wasted time. It's the only place where you can actually hear yourself think, remember what you like, and remember who you are when nobody's watching. A morning that belongs only to you before the world starts. A walk with no destination. No podcast, just you. An evening with a book and silence, not a screen. Time to do absolutely nothing and feel zero guilt. Protecting your alone time isn't selfish. It's how you stay whole enough to love people well. Schedule it. Guard it. Say no to something so you can say yes to yourself. You are not a machine that runs on obligation. You are a person who needs rest, stillness, and the quiet company of your own thoughts. That's not a luxury. That's maintenance. Everyone you meet is carrying something you know nothing about. The angry stranger, the quiet friend, the colleague who seems cold. Every single person you meet is living a story you haven't read, a story full of chapters you'd never guess from a single interaction. Choosing to see the best in people isn't naivety. It's a decision to move through the world with your heart open instead of your defenses up. And it changes everything, not just how you see others, but how you feel inside. Be a little kinder than you think they deserve. You have no idea what they're carrying. Assume tiredness before rudeness. Assume fear before coldness. Assume pain before indifference. Assume good intentions before bad ones. You don't have to trust everyone blindly, but you can choose curiosity over judgment, warmth over distance. The world gets a little softer every time you do, and so do you. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the decision to start. Every champion was once a beginner who refused to quit. Every breakthrough follows a moment when giving up felt easier than pushing forward. You are capable of more than you think, so show up. Do the work, embrace the struggle, because that's exactly where growth lives. Your future self is counting on the choices you make today. Make them count. If you're tired, rest, not quit. If you fell, the floor means you tried. If nobody claps for you, keep going anyway. If it's hard, it's probably worth it. If you doubt yourself, so did everyone who made it. If the plan broke, build a better one. If you feel lost, you're closer than you think. If the world is loud, go quiet and listen to yourself. If you're still here after everything, that's strength. If today was hard, tomorrow gets a clean start. If you're reading this, you haven't given up. Good. You are allowed to get it wrong. Somewhere along the way, someone taught you that mistakes are shameful, that getting it wrong means you are wrong. That failure is something to hide, delete, apologize for. But every person you admire has a graveyard of failed attempts behind them. The difference isn't that they never messed up. It's that they didn't let the mess stop them. The one who never makes mistakes never makes anything. Make the thing, send it, say it, try it, get it wrong, then get it less wrong, then get it right. That's not failure. That's literally how every skill, every relationship, every life worth living gets built. Mistakes aren't the opposite of progress. They are progress. Time is water. It doesn't wait. It flows. You can't hold water in your fist. The tighter you grip, the faster it slips through. Time is exactly the same. The more desperately you try to freeze a moment, the less of it you actually live. And just like water, time finds its way. Through the cracks of your busyness, through the years you spent waiting, through the mornings you scrolled past without noticing the light outside your window. You will never have this exact moment again. You're already in the one that matters. Don't wait for the right tide. You are already in the water. Swim towards something. Let some things go downstream. And every once in a while, stop, be still, and feel how remarkable it is that you are here, right now, alive in the current.
Nothing changed overnight. No big moment. No sign. One day you just got tired of being tired, and something small shifted. A choice, a thought, a breath. That's how it always starts. Not with a breakthrough, with a decision to try one more time. Your brain doesn't want discipline. It wants comfort, familiarity, safety. Every time you choose the hard thing over the easy thing, you're literally rewiring it. Not motivation, not willpower, just one small choice repeated. That's all discipline ever was. Feeling too much, feeling nothing, pushing people away, holding on too long, overthinking everything, deciding nothing. These aren't personality traits. They're patterns. And patterns can be broken.